Eu não apareço aqui, né? Quer dizer, eu não tô aparecendo, mas vocês entenderam. Hoje eu vou trazer um vídeo de um jogo um pouco diferente. Eu resolvi chamá-lo carinhosamente de Metaforando the Game. Mentira, é L.A Noire, é o nome certo. Obviamente, tá escrito na tela. Eu já zerei ele. Porque eu nunca trago gameplay de jogo que eu não joguei antes, por algum motivo. E bem, é um jogo de investigação. Se passa na década de 40 em Los Angeles, mas isso vocês já devem saber. Eu vou... Eu não sei. Você escolheu no... Ah, peraí. Tem que subscrever o bagulho. Beleza. Não sei se eu boto um caso... Não, vamos reiniciar mesmo. Só que eu vou... iniciar num jogo que não delete o meu, né? Claro. Bem... Espero que vocês gostem, sim. E eu não sei se eu vou fazer série disso daqui. Principalmente porque eu ainda não terminei a do Homem-Aranha. E eu acho que vai voltar em breve. Vamos aqui mesmo. Vamos no que tem menos horas.
E vamos começar essa refeição que eu preparei.
Não, vamos deixar os casos de tutorial mesmo. Apesar que eu já joguei o jogo.
A city on the verge of greatness. A new type of city, based not on the man, but on the automobile, the car, a symbol of freedom and vitality.
Hype.
Where every man can own his own home, and have room to breathe, and not be overlooked by his neighbors. A city where a man's home is his castle. A quarter acre of the dream made possible by victory.
Eu queria muito que fizesse um remake desse jogo, mas
A
difícil.
city of opportunists. A city of dreams, where Hollywood will shape the thoughts and desires of the entire planet. A city of pioneers.
Podia ter um modo branco e preto, né? Pra realmente ficar parecendo
A
um
city
filme
of
noir.
dreamers.
Aliás, eu planejo comprar Cuphead e Tony Hawk. Então, se quiserem vídeo desses dois aí,
A city
minha
of
vida.
undercurrents.
E aí eu
Where not
faço
everything
vídeo
is as it seems.
enquanto eu jogo, em vez de jogar primeiro e fazer vídeo depois.
A 20th century city that will become a model for the world. A city that has no boundaries, that will stretch as far as the eye can see.
Hoje,
In the Marine Corps, you deal with the chain of command. Mistakes get made, but you deal with them. You know what you're fighting for and that you're on the same team. But
quem é
dealing
esse
with
cara que tá
corruption is like
narrando?
chasing shadows.
Acho que o jogo não
You never know
foi.
whether the guy you're talking to is on the pad, or whether it's your partner, or maybe even the watch commander. So who do you trust, Cole?
Ah, não.
I made up my mind a long
Ah,
time
não, é
ago.
ele que tá falando, né?
KGBL calling car
Wow.
14 Adam. 14 Adam,
Okay.
come in.
Go ahead, KGPL.
14 Adam,
no,
see
no.
the detective an ambulance shooting at 6th and Industrial Street. Unit 16 William requests uniform assistance for an evidence search. 14 Adam, code
Eu vou fazer o
2.
caso inicial.
Roger,
fazer.
14 Adam en route.
Beleza. Pera, liga o rádio, como é que é? Caramba. Liga o rádio. Não tem como ligar o rádio, não? Claro que tem, eu só... Não.
keep going on this road.
Tá. Por algum motivo eu não sei ligar o rádio. Ou vai ver, não tem como. Eu desaprendi.
Here we go again. They don't request uniforms for an evidence search unless there's some kind of catch.
Ever the optimist.
From the beam of sunshine himself.
Chegamos.
Floyd Rose, homicide. You might back up?
Yes, sir. Phelps and Dunn, Wilshire Division.
We had a shooting took place down this alleyway. We have the Vic, Scooter Payton, a Negro male bagged up and on his way to Central Morgue. Witness says a tall white guy, our shooter, put 2 in the Vic's head and then threw his piece. I need you guys to try and recover the gat.
You want us to look anywhere in particular?
Give it your best shot, guys. The dead guy's a lowlife. I'm not expecting any miracles here.
And if we recover the weapon?
Bag it and return it to technical services.
You hurry up, Floyd. We
I'm
got
outta
places
here.
to be.
Happy hunting.
O jogo tem bagulho interessante que não é muito legal, mas
This
acontece.
is a fist hump. Just going through the motions.
You're probably right. Let's just get it over and done.
All right, have it your
Fala
way.
expressão meio
We'll search
racista,
right up to the
mas é
back
por causa
wall.
da época, então
If
não
you
é
still
que
don't come up with anything, come
desenvolvedores
find
são
me
racistas
and we'll
assim.
talk it out. 2 heads are always better than 1.
E aí, eu adoro essa música. Tum.
Look at this junk.
Don't think this is anything.
It's not my job to pick through other people's trash.
Dr. Fontaine, could I have a word?
Of course, young man.
I really enjoyed your lecture, Doctor. Psychiatry seems to have a tremendous amount to offer.
Why, thank you. I'm always happy to receive acknowledgement for my work. The mind is the last great mystery in medicine. Are you thinking of specializing, Mr.
Sheldon. Courtney Sheldon.
Caramba,
I'm
maluco
only
do
in
Big Bang
second year,
Theory.
Doctor. They fast-tracked me a year because of my experience during the war.
Ah,
That's what I wanted to talk to you about. Battle fatigue and collapse under duress. Can it be helped?
I would say yes, given the right set of circumstances. Trauma forces the mind to close down, retreat in on itself. We try to find ways to unlock the mind again through a combination of therapy and drug treatment. Hypnosis and therapy are powerful tools in the right hands, Chef.
I've been to visit some of the guys at the VA hospital. A good friend of mine, he's so far away. It's like he's wandering.
You went through a lot together.
Yes, Doc.
Give me his details and I'll make a prognosis. I have a number of clinics in Los Angeles, Courtney Sheldon. And your penance, for your friend's help, is to come and work at one of them in your spare time, with what little spare time a medical student has. Is that a deal?
Is it ever? I can't thank you enough.
I'm not promising a cure, Courtney. I want you to remember that. Every physician has patients that he cannot hope to cure, for whom he can only smooth the path to death.
What have you got, Phelps? Anything? Jesus. Cole, come take a look at this.
Calma aí, eu tava vendo umas coisas aqui.
I tell you, I'm jinxed. I always get landed with this crap.
Ah lá, parece que alguém morreu aí. Tem alguma ideia?
We're never gonna find it. It's a waste of
Encontrou a arma
time.
do crime? Então eu encontro.
Shooter put him up against the wall and blew his brains out.
Hell of a way to go.
Doesn't really matter how you go once you're gone.
Don't get all deep on me, Phelps.
Ralph, there's something on the rooftop.
How the hell did you see that?
A reflection in the window. Looks like it might be our weapon. I'm gonna see if I can find a way up there.
All right, don't hurt yourself. The gun's up on the roof, right? So we need to find a way up. What kind of chumps do these homicide guys think we are?
Já tiro daqui. Não. Tem lá. Não tô teorizando.
Smith & Wesson, serial S71893.
How you doing, Cole? Found it yet?
Falam que o principal erro desse jogo é o mundo aberto dele. E eu
2
concordo.
rounds fired. And instead of dropping it down a drain, our shooter hoists it up here. Interesting guy.
Interessante se tivesse um segundo jogo ou um remake, em vez de dar um monte de crime de rua, podia até ter também. Mas dá uns casos, vários casos secundários pra
We should
resolver.
follow up on this now, before the perp tries to leave town.
Deixando cada gameplay mais único.
We have
sei
the
lá.
gun, Cole. Let's take it back to Central. We could get a
A melhor parte
commendation.
desse jogo são as
Show
investigações.
some
finais.
initiative, Ralph. And see if we can come up with an owner.
That's a long shot, Cole.
It's a pretty fancy gun. You know a local gun store?
Sure. There's a place a couple of blocks from here.
Vamos lá. Só que nem precisa de luz, né? Dá pra enxergar claramente que tá aqui. Nossa, ia ser muito louco um remake desse
Are you
jogo.
sure about this? It's not really
Por favor, alguém faça um remake.
No harm in
disso.
doing some digging. The suits didn't seem
Rockstar.
to give much of a damn.
Se tava
Such a
envolvido no
little Boy
jogo,
Scout.
por favor, faça isso.
You can't wait to get out of that uniform, can you?
You'd rather round up drunks and help old ladies across the road?
I'd rather get through the day without the captain's foot up my ass.
It'll be fine, Ralph. You worry too much.
E aí? Tá mandando normal, dá pra correr aqui. Não vem? Correndo não? Interessante. Vamos lá. Vamos pra lá.
Take the next right.
Onde não tem nada pra interagir, não tem nada pra fazer além dos crimes e outras coisas pra descobrir locais, sei lá. Queria que esse mundo aberto fosse além de mais vivo, tivesse mais coisa pra fazer. Tiroteio também podia ter armas com sem munição infinita. Já se um remake melhoraria tipo 300% desse jogo. E já é bom. Podia ser muito melhor se melhorasse o mundo aberto. Calma. Já tá ali respeitando as leis de trânsito, né? Eu sou um policial, mas não. Não, o vídeo fica muito chato. E capaz já tá chato, né? Do jeito da minha narração. Pelo amor de Deus, vocês já devem estar dormindo. E aí? Cheguemos. Para. Sai do carro. Meu triângulo.
Next right.
Vai. Bora. Vamos, colega. Eu vou tentar postar o vídeo hoje já. Olha lá, tem um carro aqui. Também podia ter um ciclo de dia e noite, seria legal. Apesar que eu acho que já tem na real. Não, acho que eu já... Não, ou não. Não, acho que tem sim, pera. Bom, sei lá, mas acho que tem sim. Eu não lembro. Como é que abre a porta? É sempre lá.
Officers Phelps
Tô
and
no
Gunn.
bando.
Can you tell us anything about this gun?
Smith & Wesson, Model 27, registered Magnum. Chambered for .357, nickel-plated with pearl grips. Same gun used by General Patton.
You're not suggesting he's the owner?
No, I'm not.
You seem to know a lot about the weapon.
I ought to. I sold it. You know, this piece will stop a rhino. These babies are only available special order. Here's my Smith & Wesson order book.
Mind if I take a look?
Be my guest. This is about something bad, right?
Model 27 with pearl grips, Cole. You see it on there?
Modelo 37 com grip, eu não sei, de pérola. Não. Viu, os crimes são interessantes ver esse tipo de coisa. Então seria muito da hora se tivesse crimes, coisa secundária pra fazer. Apesar que não é bem assim que funciona o detetive, eu acho. Mas casos secundários, sei lá, ajudar alguém a atravessar a rua, coisa do tipo. Isso viria bem mais talvez num remake. Eu quero muito um remake desse jogo. Pera aí. Qual era o modelo, o número de série? Provas. Serial 71893. S71893. É só achar assim. 71893 aqui.
We're in luck. Errol Schroeder, 203 South Glass Street. Ordered the gun in February 46. Thanks, you've been a big help.
Anytime. Always happy to help out the LAPD.
Do we call it in?
Let's see if he's at home. Owning the gun doesn't prove he pulled the trigger.
Okay. In for a penny, in for a pound. Lead the way, Gunga Den.
Vamos lá.
Now that wasn't so hard, was it?
Caramba.
Just because we're in uniform doesn't mean we can't use our initiative.
I guess so. Seems a little too good to be true. One-of-a-kind murder weapon, bought locally using a real name? If Schroeder's our shooter, he's no criminal mastermind.
Most of them aren't. That's why they get caught. And 2 out of every 3 crimes are done on impulse.
Another fact from the Phelps Encyclopedia of Thin Air. You really are full of it.
Eu acho que eu também vou fazer uma série de personagens 5. Não tem como. Só dá pra gravar os 5 primeiros minutos de jogo. E essa piada foi bem ruim. Eu gosto do jogo, mas eu comecei a ter um pouco de nojo dele, sei lá. Às vezes dá vontade de jogar, às vezes não dá, mas... perdi o interesse no personagem. Pera aí, eu acho que tem que passar pela ponte, né? Exatamente, por que eu tô aqui? Espera lá, tem que voltar aqui. Nossa, a ponte é lá em cima, meu Deus, pra onde eu vim? Ai. Desculpa aí, foi só uma batida. Saber que se dane. Boa.
You're gonna wreck the car!
Yay. Beleza. Pronto. Bem melhor. Aí, desculpa. Desculpa aí. Polícia, a gente precisa passar. Obrigado. Nem preciso disso, na real. Não tô com pressa. Caramba!
Slow down!
Meu Deus, eu sou um barbeiro. Eu quebrei o farol do bagulho. Chegamos. Shredder Apartment. Men wear. Coisa de roupa de homem. Pronto. Pera aí, o que tem no chão? Tá aqui. Segundo andar.
Schroeder, apartment 2.
Dois. E aí?
What do you guys want?
I'm Officer Cole Phelps. This is Officer Dunn, Wilshire Division. You're the owner of a Smith & Wesson Model 27, nickel-plated with pearl grips?
I might be. What of it?
Then you'll be surprised to know that Scooter Payton was murdered tonight with your gun.
You're out of your mind. Scooter? He works for me. I have that gun here in my drawer. What the fuck is going on here?
You're under arrest, Schroeder. Cuff him, Ralph.
No way. You're not taking me down for this.
Mas vai tomar por isso.
That was a very bad move.
E aí? Vem sim.
You ready,
Não,
tough
vem que
guy?
não. Agora vem sim. Desculpa aí, Schroeder.
Ralph, you all right?
I'm fine. I hardly felt it. He's lucky he caught me off guard.
Keep an eye on him, Ralph. I'm gonna take a look around. List of names and a series of numbers. Floyd Rose's name is in this book.
Phelps, we can come out of this all bright and shiny with a commendation. Or stick our schlongs in a hornet's nest. Call it in, partner. And leave the book where you found it.
Officer Phelps, badge 1247.
Beleza. Flashback.
You dumb fucking sons of bitches, get in this line now before I lose my temper.
Excuse me, Sergeant, but...
Excuse me? Fuck you. You say another word and I'll break your fucking head and have you in the brig.
Some of us are here for...
I know why you're here, asswipe. I'm having a bad day, Private. Some people don't seem to want to get on this bus.
Didn't ask for your help.
He didn't ask for your help. Can you believe this guy? Who are you two, Abbott and Costello?
We're here for OCS, Sergeant.
So it's the three fucking stooges and you're here for OCS. God help this fucking country and the USMC. The Japanese will do the world a favor and kill you quickly. All three of you are on report. What are your fucking names?
Phelps.
Kelso.
Merrill.
Any other gentlemen for OCS? OCS is at Elliott. You take the Camp Elliott bus over there. This bus is for MCRD. This bus is for men who want to fight.
Vamos grudar.
you picked the right place, Cole. A city that needed an honest cop like a thirsty man needed water.
Ah, acho que eu sei quem é que
You'd
não.
heard the stories, but you weren't interested. You were here to fight the good fight,
acho que eu
solve
sei quem é.
cases, right wrongs. But the force is like politics. There's no sitting on the fence. You have to choose sides. A brown paper envelope or a Greyhound ticket to Palookaville. It could only ever end one way.
All units to 211 in progress and shots fired at Westlake Savings and Loan, 1415 West 3rd Street. Unit to handle identified code 3.
We'll take that. It's only a couple blocks from here.
14 Adam calling KGPL. We'll handle the 211.
Roger that, 14 Adam. Be advised, suspects are armed and dangerous.
Roger, KGPL. 14 Adam en route.
Vamos lá. De novo falando de remake, seria legal tipo, se tivesse estilo o Mafia Remake, o Mafia Definitive Edition. Aqueles gráficos e tal. É muito lindo.
Make it quick, you guys. The cops are here. We gotta move it.
Tá louco. Que jeito lixo de cair, né? Ó, o cara caiu pra frente. Olha o cara aqui atrás de mim.
Weapons on the ground, now! Try for the front door, keep your goddamn head down. Use the cover, Phelps. We don't know how many are in there. Take it slow. Backup will be here soon.
No.
LAPD, put down your weapons. The bank is surrounded. I'm offering you a chance to...
copper. You come any closer, we'll cut you in half.
Beleza.
I got you.
Puta, cara. Beleza.
Stay down.
Aí, colega.
That's it? We got them all? I think we got them, Cole. Should be all clear. Lieutenant Hopkins says anytime you reach for the shotguns, you're either going to end up dead or wearing a citation. So I guess...
It's okay, Ralph. You did well in there. Glad you had my back. Man couldn't ask for a better partner. Comes along once in a lifetime, Hank. I have to grasp it.
You have to survive at first, Cole. Here are the veterans. The Japs love to shoot officers.
If I can make a name for myself in this war, my future...
Thinking of taking on a company of the Emperor's finest single-handed? You don't seem the Sergeant York type to me.
When I need your opinion, Kelso, I'll ask for it.
They talk about officers like you in boot camp, Cole. They call it the Custer Syndrome. Guys who go around dreaming of fame and glory and getting all of their men killed in the process.
Our duty is to lead, Kelso.
And their duty is to die for your wonderful future?
Agora tô entendendo melhor a história do jogo, que meu inglês melhorou bastante.
Cole Phelps and Jack Kelso. With some people, it's as simple as chemistry. Two guys who should have been friends, but their personalities got in the way. Phelps, a good guy, wound way too tight. And Kelso, a quiet man who could never walk away from a fight.
Well, it's a shame you don't like to talk about it, Cole.
Ralph, friends who want to stay friends don't discuss religion or politics. In my case, you can add the war to that.
I know that bum. Wendell Bowers. I put him away before. He jumped parole. Get after him, Phelps. I'll head him off in the car.
Wendell Bowers! Stop! LAPD!
You can go screw yourselves.
Não.
Why, you! He's hiding in the alley!
Para aí. Para aí, Zé Mané. Para aí. Espera aí.
Bowers!
Para aí.
Hold it right there! Stop now or I will shoot! I won't tell you again, Wendell. Jesus, Dunn! Watch your fire! Don't want to do this, Wendell. Get down from there right now! Give it up, Wendell!
Stay the hell away from me!
You've got to be kidding!
You fucking asked for it. There's no way I'm going back inside.
E aí?
I've done my time.
It's over, Bowers!
You assholes already screwed me once.
Give it up, Bowers! There's nowhere left to go!
Onde ele foi? Eu não vi. Peraí.
Looks like we've got the place to ourselves.
Esse gritinho, meu Deus do céu. Já dá pra dar chute lá. Mas não dá pra dar nenhum chute.
How you doing, Wendell? Your parole officer's feeling lonely. He's got a hole in his life for an asshole like you. You can make it up to him in 10 years' time. Watch your head. This hump will be back in the Iron Hotel by tomorrow night. Nice work, Cole. You run track in high school?
Part of the tradition of the Marine Corps and being an officer in the Marine Corps is the ability to make tough decisions. The right decision is not always the popular one. The right decision will get the men you care about killed. These ratings and your ability to give them frankly and truthfully directly affect your chances of successfully becoming a Marine officer. Candidate Phelps, you have the floor. Esprit de Corps, Merrill, 10. Franklin, 8. Weiss, 8. Donahoe, 6. Kowalski, 6. Hudson, 5. Kelso, 2. Leadership, Donahoe, 8. Franklin, 7. Merrill, 6. Kowalski, 6. Weiss, 5. Hudson, 5. Kelso, 1. Candidate Kelso.
Raiva.
I'm sorry, Captain, but I joined the Marine Corps to fight the enemy, not get involved in the schoolboy chicken shit.
Kelso, in my office, now!
Raiva. E agora vai começar a investigação de verdade. Aí depois acaba o episódio.
For every cop, there's the case that makes you. Gives you that leg up. Gets you recognized as the shining new star in the squad. The case that you solve that shows that you have the gumption, the gung-ho, the get up and go to make you stand out from your average rank-and-file patrolman. This could be the one, Cole.
LAPD, could you stand clear of the body, please? Has anyone called an ambulance?
We've called an ambulance and the police, but I'm afraid he's dead.
Okay, stand further back and move along. It's your choice, but make it quick, people.
Hey, Cole. You got here quick. My beat crosses 7th Street. Okay. You're first reporting then. We'll get a perimeter going and move the crowd on. You better see what you can find out before the homicide dicks show up. I'll be with you in a moment.
Broad daylight, crowded street. Now I've seen everything.
Everybody stay back. Let us do our job.
Esse jogo tem uns problemas de passar no YouTube. Tipo isso daí, só que pior. Não sei se é uma boa uma série dele não.
C. Galetta. Layaway receipt. Pearl earrings. Made out to Bank of Arcadia.
É, Xará, acho que você não tá vivo, não. Mais nada.
Olha, eu espero que isso não pareça muito brega, tá? Mas você é mesmo...
We should make sure we've checked the whole crime scene before questioning the witness.
Can I...
I'm Officer Phelps, miss. I'm here about the shooting. Did you know the victim?
He was my boss. Mr. Gage.
Mr. Gage's first name.
All right, yes. It's
And
a
you
dead
are?
person.
Galleta. Clovis Galleta.
Bora aí perguntar. Peraí. Vai.
Do you think you could tell me exactly what happened, miss?
I look around the shops at lunch. I was in a store when Mr. Gage, my boss, bursts in yelling that I'm late on my lunch.
And?
We came back. I was angry. I walked in front. I heard shots. I turned and saw Mr. Gage fall.
Legal.
And you don't know who
Ai,
shot Gage or
droga.
why?
Errei a
No,
pergunta.
officer.
Errei.
A man is dead, Miss Galetta, and it's a criminal offense to lie to a police officer. I ought to take you downtown.
Get out! Get out right now! Send in one of the other policemen if you must, but I won't say another word to you.
Caramba, fui muito idiota. Acho que não prestei atenção na história dela também. Boa, boa, Léo, boa. Pera, tem mais coisa aqui. Tô ouvindo música.
Seems irrelevant.
Boa.
Não, eu achei, mas eu não sei, mas eu não fui eu. Por que você mora no prédio? Então, calma, tem razão. Olha.
Shell casings. These look like 32s.
Ai, caramba, fui muito idiota. Confiei nela. Boa. Tem mais nada aqui? É lá que eu vou. Já tá aqui. Caramba, o que tem mais pra eu fazer aqui? Ah, claro.
Doesn't tell me anything.
Pera aí. Tem bagulho pra mostrar a pista aqui, né? Pontos de intuição. Vai. Tô no rank 20 que eu zerei o jogo antes, né? Acho que é uma espécie de New Game Plus.
Stand you, the thousands wouldn't.
FN Browning, serial number 01138.
We have the murder weapon?
But no murderer. The girl saw it all, but she clammed up on things. We could trace the gun.
Eagleson's gun store's a couple blocks from here.
You thinking what I'm thinking?
Tate, maintain the perimeter.
What did I tell you about going too hard on the witness? She's a store assistant, not a prisoner of war.
Is that supposed to be funny?
I'm just saying that sometimes you need to pour some sugar on these broads. A little bedside manner can go a long way.
And since when are you the expert? We got the murder weapon, didn't we?
You shouldn't dole it out if you can't take it, Phelps. She was a looker, though. Tell me I'm wrong.
No wonder you're suddenly so obsessed with bedside manner.
Au. Ah, desculpa.
God damn it, Cole!
Foi mal, hein? Au, desculpa aí.
Straight! Keep it straight!
Muito
What's
bom
so
que o carro,
goddamn hard about
quase
that?
não é danificado direito. Chegamos. Qual é? Não.
He's only a rock.
Eu tô no lugar certo, não? Ah. Ué. Sim. Tudo bem. Chegamos.
Officers, what can I do you for?
Officers Phelps and Dunn, sir, Wilshire Division. We need you to trace a serial number.
Sure. What's the make and model?
FN Browning, model 1922. The serial number is 01138.
You don't say. Well, I didn't sell it. Europeans love them, but it's pretty rare you find one over here. Although I did have one in here a couple of weeks back.
Remember the owner?
Yeah. Caillou. Edgar Caillou was his name. Thing looked like he'd never been fired, but he brought it in here for cleaning anyway. And he bought a box of cartridges and he left.
You know where we can find Mr. Kalu?
Told me he was on his lunch break. Said he worked at Hartfield's jewelry store just up on Broadway.
Thanks for your help.
Huh? Pertinho. Au.
God damn it, Cole!
Pera aí. Não. Não dá em cima. Vai pra cá. Vai aqui. Vira. Bate no poste. Boa. E para. Estacionar, tentar estacionar bonitinho assim. Vai. Chega. Pera. Putz, grila do outro lado. Pera lá. Deixa o porta no carro aberto mesmo, não é boa. Entra no carro. Se dane, vamos a pé mesmo. Olha o meu gato miando aí. Aparecendo no vídeo, é? Oi? Aparecendo no vídeo, é?
Officer, can I interest you in a new watch?
Officer Cole Phelps, are you Edgar Kalu?
No. Mr. Kalu is out back. He said he had to lie down. I'll buzz him for you.
Mentiroso.
Bitch! Go, Cole, go!
Volta. Volta. Volta aqui, maluco.
Kalu, get back here!
O monstrinho. Para aí. Pare agora.
Too late, Kalu!
You know how dangerous that is?
Stop or I will shoot!
Pera aí, ele tava mó longe. Por que ele tá perto agora?
Edgar Kalu, you're under arrest for the murder of Everett Gage.
The case that makes you, and the case that breaks you. The one you never solve, the one that keeps you awake at night. The case that gnaws at your guts and ruins your marriage. The case that keeps you propping up a bar as you relive the what-ifs, the might-have-beens, the half-leads, and the half-truths. The case that other cops murmur about whenever you walk past. The case you never, ever discuss.
God's mill may grind slowly, but it grinds finely, son. I hear it's you who nabbed our malefactor from the shooting yesterday.
Yes, sir.
Then tell me, Boyle, I hear you're quite the climber, a man of initiative. How would you like a chance at smiting this man with the sword of justice?
You're asking me to conduct the interview, sir?
I am, young Phelps. You've only been with us a short time and you've assembled yourself a stellar arrest record. Not to mention the fine work you did in the war, sending heathens back to the hell they came from. But I'm curious as to whether you can turn your hand to interrogation. Takes a certain animal cunning, lad. Do you think you might be ready for that?
Yes, sir. I think I am.
Good man. You need many things for a conviction, young Phelps. A motive, opportunity, hard evidence, and best of all, a confession. If you fail in the former, you can always use a modicum of violence to obtain the latter. How are you feeling, lad?
Fine, sir.
Very good. The evidence is overwhelming. May the cat eat him and the cat be eaten by the devil. Bring me a confession, young Phelps. This is your chance. Don't fail me.
Tentarei, senhores, tentarei. E aí, colega? Beleza?
Has my lawyer arrived yet? I want to see my lawyer.
A lawyer can't help you, Mr. Kalu. You shot a man dead in cold blood. You're going to have to pay for that. Let's talk about the shooting. Do you deny shooting Everett Gage?
I'm a businessman. I run a jewelry store. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm sure my lawyer can clear all this up.
Mentiroso. Ah, olha a cara dele.
You deny owning a Browning pistol, serial number 01138.
I owned a gun, yes, but it was stolen in a burglary a couple years ago. You can't prove I used my gun on Gage.
Caramba, peraí.
Sorry. My mistake.
Pera aí um minutinho, pera aí um minutinho. Deixa eu dar uma olhada aqui no livro. Pera aí. Quero ver o...
Sorry. Sometimes you have to shake the tree to see what falls out.
Calma aí, eu só quero ver o nome do maluco, mano. Tá, dono de joalheria. Então... brinco de pérolas, parece. Então ele tem coisa a ver.
Gage was
não.
an asshole, but his death wasn't done to me. I've just got to keep my mouth shut and watch you run around in circles. We're done. Unless you want to keep making a schmuck of yourself.
Não deu pra provar nada.
You disappoint me, Cold Phelps.
É verdade.
Get back in there and raise some lumps, boy! I need a confession!
Desculpa aí.
Has my lawyer arrived yet? I want to see my lawyer.
A lawyer can't help you, Mr. Kalu. You shot a man dead in cold blood. You're going to have to pay for that.
Beleza, vai de novo.
Let's talk about the shooting. Do you deny shooting Everett Gage?
I'm a businessman. I run a jewelry store. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm sure my lawyer can clear all this up.
Sei. E essa sua cara aí? Medo.
You blew a man out of his socks over an empty grudge, you son of a bitch. Do you think I have sympathy for you?
That's the way. Keep needling me. Try the rough stuff, and my lawyer will be making an official complaint. I've just got to keep my mouth shut and watch you run around in circles. We're done. Unless you want to keep making a schmuck of yourself.
You disappoint me, Cold Phelps.
Então pode ter sido isso que aconteceu.
I need a confession.
Não tem como. A mulher mentiu pra mim. E eu caí no dela. Então não tem como passar daqui pra casa?
Has my lawyer arrived yet? I want to see my lawyer.
A lawyer can't help you, Mr. Kalu.
Cara,
You shot a man dead in cold blood. You're going to have to pay for that.
Peraí. Vou pensar no
Let's
que
talk
ele
about
pode
the
ter
shooting.
feito.
Do you deny shooting Everett Gage?
I'm a businessman. I run a jewelry store. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm sure my lawyer can clear all this up.
Tá. Mentindo ele tá, dá pra ver na cara dele que ele tá mentindo. Né?
You deny owning a Browning pistol, serial number 01138.
I owned a gun, yes, but it was stolen in a burglary a couple years ago. You can't prove I used my gun on Gage.
You had the gun cleaned
Era isso?
and bought a new box of ammunition. The store owner remembers you and where you were.
Is that so? It's amazing what the Nebbishes will recall when it suits them.
Possível motivo.
Let's change the subject. You fasting for Yom Kippur, Mr. Kalu?
Yeah, let's change the subject, you going motherfucker. How about baseball?
You're not denying you're a Jew, Mr. Kalu.
This is America. It's not Germany. It's not a crime.
Some people don't like Jews, Mr. Kalu.
Yeah, and I guess you're one of them.
Gage hated Jews, didn't he, Mr. Kalu?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Tá, agora eu não sei se ele tá mentindo ou tá... Pelo amor de Deus, eu não sei. Vou ter que usar um ponto de intuição. Remove uma resposta. Ajuda muito, né?
Gage was a Jew hater.
Saco!
Get it off your chest.
Gage and his kind are pathetic. I've just got to keep my mouth shut and watch you run around in circles. We're done. Unless you want to keep making a schmuck of yourself.
O cara tá me fazendo de patinho, mano.
You disappoint me, Cold Phelps. Get back in there and raise some lumps, boy! I need a confession!
Calma lá, filho. Calma lá.
Has my lawyer arrived yet? I want to see my lawyer.
A lawyer can't help you, Mr. Kalu. You shot a man dead in cold blood. You're going to have to pay for that.
Tá. Tem que botar dele.
Let's talk about the shooting.
Tá, agora eu pelo
Do you
menos
deny
eu
shooting
não
Everett
erro ela.
Gage?
I'm a businessman. I run a jewelry store. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm sure my lawyer can clear all this up.
Uhum. Claro.
You deny owning a Browning pistol, serial number 01138.
I owned a gun, yes, but it was stolen in a burglary a couple years ago. You can't prove I used my gun on Gage.
You had the gun cleaned and bought a new box of ammunition. The store owner remembers you and where you were.
Is that so? It's amazing what the Nebushes will recall when it suits them.
Let's change the subject.
Então, eu já sei qual é.
You fasting for Yom Kippur, Mr. Kalu?
Yeah, let's change the subject, you going motherfucker. How about baseball?
You're not denying you're a Jew, Mr. Kalu.
This is America. It's not Germany. It's not a crime.
Some people don't like Jews, Mr. Kalu.
Yeah, and I guess you're one of them.
Gage hated Jews, didn't he, Mr. Kalu?
I don't know what you're talking about.
You left-wing leaning parasite. You expect me to sit here and listen to your drivel?
You call me that? You sit there and you call me those names, you goddamn goy butt snatcher? You and that shtup Gage!
Why did you do it, Mr. Kalu?
Gage. He's in the Chamber of Commerce. He's in with all those momsers. He blocked every proposal I ever put forward. Kike this and kike that. He's been trying to ruin my business for years.
Edgar Kalu, I'm charging you with the first-degree murder of Everett Gage. I respect your beliefs and your right to hold them. I hope for your sake the jury can commute to murder in the second degree. May God have mercy on you, sir.
Se ferrou, hein, amigo? Se ferrou.
Masterfully done, Officer Phelps. It is just Officer Phelps, isn't it, lad?
Yes, sir.
Then let me have a word with the Chief of Police, young Phelps. The department needs heroes. A shining, honest face the public can admire. I applaud a man with your talent for unwavering justice. Back to your duties for now, boyo. But here's a piece of advice. Get yourself 2 suits, get them pressed. You'll be needing them.
Beleza. E eu acho que eu vou ficar por aqui. Acabou. Ok. Muito obrigado para quem viu o vídeo até aqui. Se vocês toparem, eu posso fazer uma série disso daqui, sei lá. E deixem um gostei, compartilhem e se inscrevam. E até mais. Falou, pessoal.